there are several guidelines that you need to think when we are coming to the PTE reading session.
Yes.
So like in the IELTS examination also, here in the PTE reading session, we have a very tight time schedule where you need to answer total number of 13 to 18 questions within a total time of 13 minutes. So that's the challenge actually, because in other words, it means you need to allocate nearly 1 or 1.5 minutes to one question. Yes, මොකද IELTS වගේම මේ reading session එකේ we have to answer nearly 13 to 18 questions. හැබැයි අපිට දීලා තියෙන time එක nearly 30 minutes. So that's why it become a bit challenging thing. But if you read it carefully, you can find the correct answers within a limited period of time. මොකද ගොඩක් දුරටම මම කියලා දෙන්නම් මේකෙදි කොහොමද ඒ time ඉනුත් improve කරගන්න කියලා. Yes. So with regard to this PTA reading examination, there are different tests in the PTA reading session. For an example, we have this reading and writing blank question type, where there will be nearly 5 to 6 questions, or within a one question, there will be 5 to 6 blanks that you need to answer. For an example, this reading and writing blanks mean a question would be something like this. For an example, you will be getting a passage like this, and there will be 5 to sometimes 6 blanks. So this each blank contains a drop down arrow. Whenever you click this drop down arrow, there will be 4 answers, 4 options. So you need to quickly decide which is the most suitable answer. මෙන්න මේ drop down arrow එක click කරගමම you need to find the most suitable answer out of these 4 options. So you need to finalize this type of a question within 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes. So ගොඩාක් දුරටම options 4ක් හෝ 5ක් වගේ තමයි මෙන්න මේ වගේ reading writing blank question එකකට ගොඩාක් දුරටම එන්නේ. ඒ වගේමයි the other type of question which contains more question again the reading fill in the blanks one, which is known as a drag and drop answers. Because again there will be nearly 4 to 5 questions, and in each passage there will be nearly again 4 to 5 blanks. For an example, the question would be something like this. Reading, fill in the blanks, drag and drop. For an example, they will be giving a passage like this, and there are 4 blanks here, and the answers in this type of question will be displayed on the bottom of the question. That's why it is known as the drag and drop. අපි මෙන්න මෙතනින් drag කරලා the most suitable one එක මෙන්න මෙතන හරි blank එකෙන් drop කරන්නයි තියෙන්නේ. So මෙන්න මේ question types දෙකේදීම you need to read bit quickly and also pay attention to the words that are coming immediately before the blank and also immediately after the blank. මෙන්න මේ question type දෙකේදීම ඒකිවේ reading and writing blanks එකේදී fill in the blanks, drag and drop කියන question type එකේදී අපි කළ යුත්තේ මෙන්න මේ blanks දෙකට කලින් යෙදෙන වචනයි ඊට පස්සේ යෙදෙන වචනය ගැන හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ටක් ගාලා තියාගන්න. Yes, protecting and improving the health of children is of blank importance තියෙන. අපි ටක් ගාලා බලාගෙන යන්න ඕන protecting and improving the health of children is of determines important, the prevented important, the removed, ඒ වගේ ටක් ගාලා බලාගෙන ඉඳි වෙන්න මෙතන හොඳ වචනයක් තියෙනවා fundamental importance. That that means primarily important. අන්න ඒ වගේ quickly අපි ටක් ගාලා ඒ උත්තරේ හොයාගන්න ඕනේ නැතුව we should not read the full thing. අපි මෙන්න මේ full එකම මුලින් ඉඳලා කියවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඊට පස්සේ උත්තර හොයන්න යන්න එපා. ගොඩක් දුරටම සමහරු කරනවා මෙන්න මේ මුල් ඉස්සරහ පොඩි කොටසක් සමහර වෙලාවට ඇත්තටම අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. නමුත් තේරුම් ගන්න පොඩ්ඩක් කියවුවට කමක් නැහැ protective කියලා. The health of children is of Tagala progress important, deduction important, remains important. Tagala තියෙනවා බලාගෙන යද්දි අපිට තේරෙන එක වචනයක් තමයි හොඳටම suitable. ඊට පස්සේ over the past several decades we have seen dramatic blank in improving the health. දැන් හරියට බැලුවොත් over the past several decades හරි ඉක්මනට ටක් ගාලා අපිට කියවගෙන යත හැකි මොකද ඇත්තටම අපිට බලන්න අවශ්‍ය මෙන්න මේ බ්ලැන්ක් එකට ළඟම පිහිටි වචන ටික තමයි. ඊට පස්සේ බ්ලැන්ක් එක ඉවර වුණාමත් යෙදෙන වචන ටික තමයි අපි හොඳට අවධානය යොමු කරන්න ඕනේ. Same theory applies to here also. මොකද සමහර වෙලාවට මේ පැසේජ් එකේ මෙන්න මේ first sentence එක ඇත්තටම මෙතන තියෙන ආන්සර් එකට ලොකු බලපෑමක් කරන්නේ නැහැ. Books and articles highlighting infallible data. Poverty and development abound in both the academic and popular literature. This addition to the debate is both timely and interesting. මෙතන arrow එක click කරගමම අපිට options හතරක් එනවා. There will be 4 options. අපි එකෙන් මොකද ගොඩාක් දුරට මෙන්න මේ reading and writing blanks වල මේ යෙදෙන options වලින් දෙකක් වගේ කොහොමටවත්ම ගැලපෙන්නේ නැහැ. So අපිට ඇත්තටම select කරගන්න තියෙන්නේ out of 2 වගේ තමයි ඉතින් ගොඩක්. ඒකත් ටක් ගාලා කියවලා දැන් මේක කියුවට පස්සේ ගොඩාක් කාලේ නාස්ති කරන්න එපා. The economic debate to the broader social political environment ඒකට කාලේ නාස්ති කරන්න එපා. Development depth for development exchanges, history and new applications is then for a wide audience. මෙන්න මේ ටිකට තමයි ආයෙ අවධානය යොමු කරන්න අවශ්‍ය. That's how you are improving your time while doing this kind of an activity. So අන්නේ reading activities දෙක තමයි ගොඩාක්ම important වෙන්නේ. මොකද වැඩිපුර questions ලැබෙන්නේ වැඩිපුර questions අහන්නෙත් මෙන්න මේ types දෙකේ. Reading and writing blanks and reading blanks drag and drop. To talk about more deeply, you will have a passage on your screen with 4 to 5 blanks, each blank with 4 options. So this kind of a task will contribute in both reading and writing module. Just focus on the content. So ප්‍රධානම දේ තමයි focus on the content. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙන්න මේ blank එකට කලින් යෙදෙන වචනයි blank එකට පස්සේ යෙදෙන වචනයි. And also try to apply certain grammatical rules, and the other one is known as the eliminate the options. ඒ කියන්නේ අපි ටක් ගාලා බලාගෙන යද්දි අපිට තේරෙනවා අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම උත්තර 4න් ගොඩාක් දුරට දෙකක් සමහර ලාවට උත්තර 3ක්ම වගේ කොහෙත්ම ගැලපෙන්නේ නැහැ. මීනින් එකක් එන්නෙම නැහැ. එහෙනම් we need to select the correct answer quickly. Drag and drop එකෙත් ඒකයි. Eliminate the options කිව්වේ සමහර වචන තියෙනවා කොහොමඩවත්ම ඊළඟ වචනෙත් එක්ක match වෙලා යන්නේ නැහැ. That's what the eliminate options කිව්වේ. The category is known as the MCQs, multiple choice questions, single answers. For an example, the questions would be multiple choice single answers to multiple choice multiple answers to question එකේ in structure එක similar. You will be getting a small passage like this, paragraph දෙකක වගේ passage එකක් එනවා. But based on this passage, only one question will be asked. මෙන්න මේ paragraph දෙකම base කරගෙන එක question එකයි ගොඩාක් දුරටම අහලා තියෙන්නේ. For an example, which of the following are the disadvantages of disciplined inquiry approach? So මෙන්න මේ වගේ question එකක් attempt කරද්දිත් අපිට timing හරිම වැදගත්. So මෙන්න මේ passage එක මුල ඉඳලා අගට read කරගෙන යන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. No need to read one by one the step in the scientific researchers in planning conducting එහෙම කියවගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඊට පස්සේ question එකට එන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මෙන්න මේ this type of questions attempt කරද්දී අපි ප්‍රධානම දේ තමයි you read the question first. අපි ටක් ගාලා බලා ගන්න ඕනේ කොහෙද මෙන්න මේ කියන keywords ටික යෙදෙන්නේ. Which of the following are the disadvantages of disciplined inquiry? මෙන්න මේක තමයි අපේ keyword එක. ටක් ගාලා හොයාගෙන යනවා passage එකේ කොහෙද disciplined inquiry එන්නේ කියලා. එතන තියනවාද බලනවා මෙන්න මේ තියෙන options correctly තියෙනවා. Some questions are not only answerable by research studies, but they are also influenced by personal philosophy values. ටක් ගාලා බලාගෙන යනවා කියලා. Some questions are not answerable by research studies because collecting data will not resolve the question. අපිට බලන්න තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේකම මෙතන තියෙනවාද කියලා එහෙනම් correct. So මේක හොඳට මතක තියාගන්න ඕන දේ තමයි the multiple choice question multiple answers එකේදී අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම options එකකට වැඩිය හරි. ගොඩාක් දුරටම 2 options තමයි හරි. Sometimes very rarely 3 options also correct. Answers මෙතන තියෙන ඒවායින් 3ක්ම වගේ හරි. නමුත් අපි මෙන්න මේ third එක ගොඩාක් දුරටම ටිකක් tricky හොයාගන්න අපිට overtlyම තේරෙනවා නම් මෙන්න මේකත් හරි කියලා third එක select කරගන්න. හැබැයි ඒ third එක වැරදුනොත් negative marking එක apply වෙනවා මෙන්න මේ category එකේ. multiple choice multiple answers එකේ. ඒකෙදි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම options දෙකක් කොහොම හරි correct. ඒකේ හින්දා පුළුවන් තරමක් දුරට we are advising to go for 2 answers. third එක හොඳට අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන් නම් යන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් මෙන්න මේ select කරගත්ත දෙකක් විතරක් තිබ්බම ඇති. ඒ වගේමයි multiple choice single answers category එකේ. multiple choice single answers category එකේදී same approach එකම තමයි කරන්නේ. You will be giving a passage with one question. ඒකෙත් මෙහෙම options 4ක් හෝ 5ක් දීලා තියෙනවා. ඒකෙත් මතක තියාගන්න multiple choice single answers නේ. මේ options 4න් එකක් තමයි හරි. කලින් එකේ multiple answers නම් අනිවාර්යෙන් දෙකක් හෝ 3ක් correct වෙනවා. but multiple choice single answers වලදී එක answer එකයි correct. So that's the question types we will be getting, and finally the reordering paragraphs. So මේ reordering paragraphs වල question එකේ ඉන්නේ ගොඩාක් දුරටම you will be given a several sentences of a paragraph. paragraph එකක sentences 4ක් වගේ ගොඩාක් දුරටම දෙනවා jumble load එකකින් උඩයට එහෙම මාරු කරලා. So අපි මුලින්ම කළ යුත්තේ first search for a headline including a major idea from the paragraph. අපි මුලින්ම කරන්න ඕනේ ටක් ගාලා අපි heading එකක් තෝරගන්න ඕනේ. මොකද සමහර sentences තියෙනවා ඒ sentences පටන් ගන්නෙ however, but, although, furthermore අන්න එහෙම දැකපු ගමන් අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ මේ වගේ sentence එකක් කවදාවත් first sentence එක වෙන්න බෑ. however, although වගේ තියෙනවා නම් ඊට කලින් sentence එකක් ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. So මෙන්න firstම thing තමයි අපි මුලින්ම headline sentence එකක් තෝරගන්න. අපි යන්නේ headline sentence එක තෝරගන්නේදී අලුත්ම idea එකක් කියවෙන sentence එකක් බලගත්තම හරි. මොකද sentence 4ක් වගේ තමයි ගොඩාක් දුරට මේ දෙන්නේ. So we can select a good headline sentence අලුත්ම idea එකක්. ඒ වගේම ඒක බලන්න ඕනේ ඒකේ කොතනක හරි තියෙන word එකකට match වෙන sentence එකක් ආයි ඊට පහලින් අනිවාර්යෙන් කොතනක හරි යෙදෙන්න. අපිට ඒ type එකේ question එකේදී කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මුලින් එන්නේ headline sentence එක තෝරගත්තා. ඒකට match වෙන second sentence එක drag and drop කරලා දාන්න. මම questions කරද්දී කියලා දෙන්න. ඒ වගේ එක set එකක් හදාගත්තම තමයි අපිට 1 mark එකක් එන්නේ. හිතන්න මෙන්න මේකේ first sentence එක මේක, ඒකට හරියන second sentence එක මේක. අපි මෙන්න මෙහෙම 1 2 වගේ හරියට දාගත්තම we will be getting a 1 mark. ඊට පස්සේ ගොඩාක් දුරටම ඉතුරු වෙන sentences දෙක සමහර විට automatically අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම හැදෙනවා. නමුත් කලාතුරකින් අපිට ඒක උඩයට මාරු කරන්න වෙනවා. නමුත් 2යි 3යි 4යි අපිට බොහොම පහසුවෙන් හොයාගන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද ෆයිනල් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එක මොකද්ද තර්ඩ් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එක මොකද්ද කියලා අපිට තේරෙනවා. මොකද තර්ඩ් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එක ගොඩාක් දුරටම මෙන්න මේ සෙකන්ඩ් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකට සමාන දෙයක් තමයි තර්ඩ් එක ගොඩාක් දුරට මේ දෙක. නැත්නම් මේකේ කියපු දෙයක් for an example කියලා තුන්වෙනි සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකේ තියෙන යන්න ෆයිනල් එකේ මොකක් හරි ෆයිනල් සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් තමයි. මේකත් ලොකුවට ඔලුවට දාගන්න බරක් කරගන්න යන්න එපා. මොකද මීට වැඩිය අන්න අර reading and writing questions ටික තමයි අපි ගොඩාක් දුරටම improve කරගන්න ඕන. Yes, so those are the guidelines with regard to this PTE examination. Yes, අපි actual activities වලට යන්න. Yes, anything you want to ask out of these questions? මෙන්න මේ ටික තමයි ගොඩාක් දුරටම අපි බලා ගන්න ඕන ටික. And blanks, reading blanks, drag and drop. Multiple choice questions, single answers, multiple choice question, multiple answers, and reorder paragraph. මෙන්න මේ වගේ තමයි actual questions නුත් ඉතින් ගොඩාක් දුරට වෙන්නේ. Your timing is displayed here. Time එක මේකට වගේ display වෙනවා. Yes, shall we try to answer this? Only 4 blanks. Yes, so shall we check within 2.5 minutes or 3 minutes if you can do it? The age of exploration was a pivotal period in human history. Blank by seafaring voyages that expanded global trade routes. Yes, so the age of exploration was a pivotal period in human history. Blank by seafaring voyages. Turning by seafarers, permitted by, yes, forged, embarked, referring, convened, ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් කියනවා. Marked by seafaring voyages. Yes. Through sea, people were exploring the land areas now. So age of exploration was a pivotal period marked by seafaring voyages that expanded global trade routes and cultural exchange. Navigators like Columbus and Magellan blank on perilous journeys. මේගොල්ලෝ ඇත්තටම මොනවද කරේ? Columbus and Magellan blank on perilous journeys. Forging on, referring on perilous, convened, placing on, permitted, turning නෑ ඒ කොටම වැඩිය වඩා හොඳයි. Embarked නියලුණා කියන අදහස. Adventurous journeys. Reshaping the world's geographical understanding and blank new connection between distant lands. Geographical understandings and new connections between. එහෙනම් new connections මොනවද එහෙනම් කරගන්න? ඇති කරගන්නවා කියන අදහසනේ. Yes, turning new connections, permitted, placing new connections not හොඳයි. Convened, referring ඊට වැඩිය හොඳයි. Forge කරනවා. අලුතින් ඇති කරගන්නවා කියන අදහස. Forging new connections between distant lands. Therefore, the age of exploration is considered a major blank point in world history. Yes, ඒ වගේ දෙයක් අපි කොහොමද හඳුන්වන්නේ? මොන point එකක් කියලා? Major referring point එකක්ද? Convenient point එකක්ද? Placing point එකක්ද? Permitted point ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ word එකක් තියෙනවා. Turning point එකක් in world history. ඉතින් අවශ්‍යත් නැහැ. ඉතින් open up new horizon opportunities. Yes. So මෙන්න මේ වගේ within 2 minutes 2.5 minutes fill කරගන්න පුළුවන් නම් වඩා හොඳයි. Slow down. Only 4 blanks. Yes, cognitive enhancers. Yes, Neurotech Industries recently unveiled නිරාවරණය කරා කියන අදහස. A line of cognitive enhancers. මොනවා හරි tablets වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Unveiled a line of cognitive enhancers blank at improving memory and focus. Yes, at improving memory and focus. අපිට අදාළ බලාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ ඉතින් enhancers effects at improving. කමක් නෑ enhancers matters detected at improving පොඩි similarity එකක් තියෙනවා නම් developed at ratios at no cooperated at improving trials at ඊට වැඩිය බැලුමට එකක් තියෙනවා aimed at improving memory and focus cognitive enhancers එක ප්‍රධාන aim එක තමයි aimed at improving memory මොකද මෙන්න මේ තියෙන ප්‍රොපොසිෂන් එකටත් මැච් වෙන්නත් ඕනේ aimed at මම ඒකයි කිව්වේ හැමතිස්සෙම blank එකට පස්සේ හෝ කලින් යෙදෙන වචනයක් එක්ක අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මැච් වෙයි so these supplements දන්නවනේ supplements කියන්නේ ඒවා blank through extensive neuropharmacological research these supplements may be පුළුවන් blank through extensive research කරලා තමයි මේවා හදලා තියෙන්නේ එහෙනම් these supplements effects through matters through detected through එකක් similarity එකක් තියෙනවා ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් තියෙනවා these supplements develop කරලා තියෙනවා through extensive neuropharmacological research are said to bolster mental performance without the side blank typically associated with nootropics yes without the side ඕනම බෙහෙතක මොනවද අපි කියන්නේ side yes trials cooperated ratios detected matters ඊට වැඩි එකක් හොඳ එකක් තියෙනවා side effects ඕනම බෙහෙතක side effects කියලා කියනවනේ without the side effects the cognitive enhancers have shown positive results in clinical involving thousands of volunteers සාමාන්‍යයෙන් volunteers ලව දාලා clinically මොකද කරන්නේ trial කරලා බලන්න clinical trials detected involving matters involving clinical matters මානේ clinical corporate ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ වචනයක් තමයි trials wildlife overpass shall we do this yes wildlife overpass a newly constructed wildlife overpass has blank successful in reducing animal vehicle collision. Yes, wildlife overpass has blank successful. Has route successful, cracked successful, yard successful, beaten. ඊට වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් තියෙනවා. Has proven successful. Evidence එක්ක කියන අදහස ඔප්පු කරලා තියෙනවා successful in reducing animal vehicle collisions on a busy highway. The overpass is part of a larger to create safe migration blank for wildlife. Safe migration blank for wildlife. Migration segment the beaten yards for wildlife cracked ඊටත් වැඩිය හොඳ එකක් තියෙනවා migration routes ඒගොල්ලන්ට පාරවල් කියන අදහස routes for wildlife which are also promotes genetic diversity by connecting animal populations line by roads join කරන්න කලින් diversity by connecting animal populations that were previous කලින් මේගොල්ලෝ කොහොමද හිටියේ trucked by roads the yards by roads the beaten roads the segment connectivity වනම් එහෙනම් ඊට කලින් වෙන වෙලා ඉඳලා තියෙනවා segmented segmented by road beaten by roads නුත් කමක් නෑ නමුත් වඩා හොඳයි connectivity තියෙන්නේ genetic diversity by connecting එහෙනම් ඊට කලින් වෙන් වෙලා හිටියා කියන අදහස. Yes, shall we check that? The 2.5 minutes. So Elizabeth Holmes. Elizabeth Holmes is the CEO of Theranos. It's stated very good. Theranos, a blood testing startup, blank in Palo Alto. Yes, so it's a blood testing startup. He is the CEO, blank in Palo Alto. Dropped in the during the rotated in Palo. No, that's the correct one. Based in Palo Alto. Elizabeth's entrepreneurial journey began when she blank out of college in her sophomore year to start her own company. Her entrepreneurial journey began when she blanked out of college, retired out of college, grew out of college, rotated out of college, during out of no, dropped out of college in her sophomore year to start her own company, focusing on simplifying blood tests for consumers. Her vision is to revolutionize diagnostic health testing, blank innovative tech. Her vision is to diagnostic health testing, blank innovativeness, during innovative, rotated, through innovative technology. Yes. So very good, you all have done it. We did wildlife Elizabeth. Culinary artist. Yes, shall we check this kind of a thing? Yes. Culinary artistry. The untrained diner. Untrained diner means those who are taking food may not blank the noses of how a chef artfully balances flavors in a dish. The untrained diner may not patrons the nonsense, contrast the nonsense. There's a good word, grasp. හඳුනා ගන්නවා, අල්ල ගන්නවා කියන අදහස. May not grasp the nonsense of how a chef artfully balances flavors in a dish, which can blank significantly. So, මෙතනින් දාලා බලන්න මොන word significantly කියන්නේ. Significantly from the straightforwardness of a simple comfort food. The artwork එකයි which can එහෙනම් patron significantly, contrast, witnesses significantly ටිකක් හොඳට යනවා from a straightforwardness of a simple comfort food, regulate, criticize, ඊට වැඩිය වඩා හොඳයි. Contrast significantly. Artfully. Straightforwardness of a simple comfort. Accomplished chefs understand the complexity of their craft. They taste and tweak their recipes to enhance the dining experience. Yes, yeah. Taste and tweaks their recipes to different the dining experience, regulate, criticize, elevate. මදක් ඔසවා තබන්න කියන අදහස. Elevate the dining experience for their praise, criticize, regulate for their pay. Patron වගේ කියන අදහස. Through their dining. So this is how the filling the blanks, drag and drop activities are going on. Reading and writing filling blanks. So this reading and writing filling the blanks question would look like this. So you can read it carefully. I will try to display the options. Yeah. So this kind of a thing within 2 minutes and half minutes was better. Because, sorry, end of days, this kind of a thing. Usually there are a lot of unnecessary things here and there. It's big also. The idea that Western power and influence is gradual decline, perhaps as a prelude to a blank fall, has been around for a while. This idea that Western power and its influence are gradually declining, perhaps as a prelude to a fall. මොන වගේ කඩාවැටීම. Covetous ද, virtuous, momentous, වැඩි precipitous. දරුණු කඩාවැටීමක් as a prelude to a precipitous fall has been around for a while. So there are some unnecessary sentences, but it has gained a new urgency with recent political events, not least the elections of US President Donald Trump. මොකද ලොකුවට ඇත්තටම බැලුවොත් මේ sentences මෙතන තියෙන blank එකට ලොකු අදාළත්වයක් නැහැ. For some, his turning away from international commitments is part of fulfilling his promise to make America great again by on its own interests. Make America great by demonstrating on its own by concentrating on its own interests. හරියට බඳුන් මේ එක ගන්න මේ එතන කිසිම තැනක ලොකු උදාහරණයක් අපේ so try to skip unnecessary sentences quickly blank ළඟටම තමයි එන්න ඕනේ on its own interest. For others, it's a dangerous move that threatens to undermine the whole world order. Meanwhile, over in the old world, Europe is in its own problems. Europe is in its own problem. ඒගොල්ලන්ට ඇතිතරම් ප්‍රශ්නවල්. Europe is wired in its own problem, wired in its own problem, sired is ඊට වැඩිය හොඳයි Europe is mired in its own problem. ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්නවලින් using science to predict the is because both collapse and Western are difficult to define. So we talked about the collapse of the Roman Empire in the beginning of the first millennium, for example, but there is plenty of evidence. So all these are, you can quickly come to the blank. Yes, but there is plenty of evidence that the empire existed in some form for centuries afterwards, and that its influence blank today. Yes, its influence today. අද වෙනකන් තියෙනවා කියන. Maligners, lingers, harbingers, mongers, no. It lingers today. අද වෙනකන් පවතිනවා. Today. So when we talk about collapse, dark ages, so that's socially political for a while, those are actually unnecessary words. Lingers, Meyer. End of days, we origins of you can read slowly. Yes, so origins of sexism. For most of our history, we have been hunter-gatherer, and patrilocal residence is not the norm among modern hunter-gatherer societies. Instead, either partner may move to live with the in-laws, or a couple may blank away from both their families. Or a couple may in the modern day life, they are moving to live with in-laws, or a couple may reform away, resend away, relocate away from both their families. According to the scientists, a degree of egalitarianism is built into each system. If they reflect what prehistoric hunter-gatherers did women in those early societies, so hope you can understand. Yeah, lot of details there. Early societies would have had the choice of support from the group they grew up with, or the option to move away from, or the option to move away from compression, profession, depression, oppression. Yes, women in those early society would have had the choice of support from the group they grew up, or the option to move away from oppression. According to one school of thought, things changed around 12,000 years ago. With the plank of agriculture and homesteading, people began settling down. With the advent of solvent covenant inventory, with the advent of agriculture and homesteading, people began to settle down. They acquired resources to defend and power, land to the physically stronger males. Power gone to the physically stronger males කියන අදහස. එහෙනම් deceived, removed, deleted, shifted to the stronger. So others are actually unnecessary details. Fathers and sons living there each other, property was passed down in line. One also. So if you have improved the speed like that according to my cursor movement, it's very good. I think 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You have done the 3 blanks. Very good. Yes. Fast moving animals, especially small ones, creatures that fly and top ocean predators, blank time more quickly than others. Yes. Ocean predators, they are deceive time, perceive time, conceive, yes. Perceive time more quickly than others. හඳුනා ගන්නවා කියන අදහස. They perceive time more quickly. එතකොට බැලු බැලමට අනෙක් වචන ගොඩක්ම වෙනවා. Deceive time, conceive time, no. Yes, that is they can process more frames per second than the slow moving animals lower in the food chain, such as starfish, according to a comparison of more than 100 species. We already know that different animals perceive time differently from us. It's Kevin Healy at the University of Galway in Ireland, who blanked the results at a meeting. Who blanked the results? Who absented the results? Resented the results? No. Presented the results at a meeting of the British Ecological Society on the 20th December. But he wanted to find out if you are a predator, do you have faster eyes than if you are an herbivore? He and his colleagues began by reviewing previously published research on the flicker fusion test, a common measure of the rate at which animals perceive the blank of time. Which animals perceive the massage of time, the paragraph, no, it's the passage of time. කාලය කියන අදහස. So during the test, so and so, no need. Yes. So those are the reading and writing questions. Shall we move on to the reordering paragraph questions? The fourth section. So this is the reordering paragraph question types coming. These are some sentences. Which one is the first sentence? Check the related second one. Yeah. So this kind of a thing. It's correct. No need to change. You need to check the first one. ඇත්තටම මේ වගේ එකක් first sentence එක වෙන්න බෑ. But conflict revenge can't be the first sentence. The first half of the play, that can't be the first sentence obviously. මොකද first half of the play කියනවා නම් ඊට කලින් මේ මොකද්ද play එක ගැන කියලා තියෙනවා. In this play මේ මොකද්ද play එක කියලා එහෙම එකපාරට බෑ. එහෙනම් obviously මේක තමයි first sentence. Number one, Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet is the world's most famous romantic tragedy. Yes, ඒකට පස්සේ the first half of the play ගන්නද but conflict no. Second one is the correct one. කිසිම දෙයක් කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. මොකද Shakespeare's play Romeo and Juliet හඳුන්වලා තියෙනවා. එහෙනම් in this play, a long-lasting dispute between the Montagu and the Capulet families from the city of Verona causes the death of Romeo and of Juliet. So, this is the correct order. First and the second. Yes, ඊට පස්සේ but conflict remains first half of the play. With jokes and love poetry is more like a comedy. Two teenagers rush into love. So, the first half of the play. Finally, but conflict, revenge, and secret plots create an intense pressure on them and lead the lovers to finally commit suicide in the car. So, මේ ඕඩ හැටියටම තියන්න පොඩි ට්‍රික් එකක් කරේ කිසිම දෙයක් වෙනස් කරන්න යන්න එපා. This is the order. First, second, third, fourth. ඔක තමයි තියෙන්නේ. බලමු අපි වෙන activity එකක් කරගෙන. Romeo and Juliet, we did. This kind of a work. Check which one should. Yes, so this type of a thing, we need to check which one is the full sentence. What? Paraphrase. You can use paraphrasing to support here. Paraphrasing but sometimes you need to explain. But sometimes first sentence first sentence completely white. When writing an essay, you often rely on information from outside. Don't talk. Right. When writing an essay, you often rely on information from outside sources. දැන් අපි බලන්න ඕනේ එක්ක මෙන්න මේ essay එක ගැන හරි මෙන්න මේ outside sources ගැන ඊළඟ වාක්‍යය මොකක්ද? Yes, so හරියට බැලුවොත් automatically දැන් one කියන එක පහළට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. For this, you need to paraphrase. You can use paraphrasing intermediate. It can be helpful to quote or broadly summarize these sources. In the sources, එහෙනම් මෙතන 5 sources. That's how you need to select the first and මේකට match වෙන එකක්. ඊළඟට තියෙන්නේ when writing an essay, you often rely on the information from outside sources. It can be helpful to quote or broadly summarize these resources. 2 and 1. So you can get a 1 mark from that. Yes, මෙතන ආයි sources තියෙනවා. ආයි ඒ වගේ එකක් හොයන්නයි ඕනේ. ආයි paraphrasing තියෙනවා. You can use paraphrasing. ආයි මෙතන මෙන්න මේ sources කතාව තියෙනවා. But sometimes you need to explain a specific point from a source to demonstrate its own ideas. So එහෙනම් source කියන කතා කරපු ඔක්කොම එක ළඟ තියෙනවා. 2, 1, 5. But sometimes you need to explain a specific point from a source to demonstrate its own idea. For this, you need to paraphrase. So, and automatically, then 2, 9, 4 had the value. So, the order would be 2, 1, 5, 3, 4. So, හරියට බැලුවොත් වාක්‍ය සෙන්ටෙන්ස් එකක් එහෙම මාරු කරගන්නවා. මම ඉතුරු automatically හැදෙනවා. For this, you need to paraphrase. It is important for providing evidence in your own words. You can paraphrase to support your ideas without relying on someone else's explanation. So that's how the reordering paragraphs are going. You need to do one more category, and we do multiple choice, single one. Shall we do something? So keep in mind, the question title is multiple choice, single answer. So that means out of these 4, only 1 is correct. So try to do that. Geothermal power. Read the question first. Shall we check this kind of a work? Geothermal power. So when attempting this kind of an activity, no need to read from the beginning to the end. Huge reserves of energy have been found in rocks. You need to quickly read the question. What is the writer's main purpose in this paragraph? So it is asking the writer's main purpose. So quickly you need to go to the answer to show how common the use of geothermal power in Britain. Common. ඇත්තට මේක common දටක් ගාලා බලාගෙන යන්න ඕනේ. Huge reserves of energy have been found in rocks below the surface. It is estimated that north and south regions could hold enough energy in the form of heat to provide power to millions of homes. So ඇත්තටම energy could be provided by this geothermal source. Extracting heat, converting electricity is difficult and expensive. So බැලුවටම it is not common. එහෙනම් පළවෙනි එක බෑ කෙලින්න. To describe the problems related to using geothermal power. ඇත්තටම problems. It is talking about difficult and very expensive. Thousands of boreholes would be needed, but once they were in place, it would keep regenerating indefinitely. කරගන්න පුළුවන් ගතියක් කියන්නේ මෙහෙම thousands තියනවා, extracting heat, difficult and expensive කියලා කියනවා. නමුත් to describe the problems relating to using geothermal power, no, ඇත්තටම problem නෙවෙයි එතන කියන්නේ. මේක available මෙහෙම කරගත්තොත් අපිට regenerate කරගන්න පුළුවන්. එහෙනම් දෙකක් නේ. to highlight the potential benefits of geothermal powering for Britain. Yes, මේක ටිකක් suitable to highlight the potential benefit. මොකද it could provide power for millions of homes දෙන්න පුළුවන් potential benefit එකක්. Yes, in fact, up to a fifth of Britain's energy could be provided by this geothermal regeneration. And to give a detailed description of how geothermal energy is produced. Yes, බලමටම හැබැයි පොඩි description එකක් තියෙනවා. In detail මනෙවේ කොහොමද extract කරගන්නේ. ඒකට ගොඩාක්ම similar answers දෙක හැටියට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ටග් ගාලා මෙන්න මේ දෙක දාගන්න ඕනේ. ඒකෙත් පොඩ්ඩක් බලන්න ඕනේ detailed description. Actually detail මද මෙතන. අද පොඩ්ඩක් නිකන් කියනවා north and the south regions කියන්න පුළුවන් heat එක. එහෙනම් වඩා හොඳයි you go for the sea. yes මොකද කියවගෙන යද්දි තේරෙනවා මොකක්ද හොඳම දේ මොකක්ද අඩුවෙම common නෑ actually problems නෙවෙයි කියන්නේ problems එක තැනකදී කියනවා it's difficult and expensive කියලා අනිත් තැන්වලදී to highlight the potential benefit. ඒක ගොඩක් දුරටම කියන්නේ මේක කරගත්තොත් million homes වලට දෙන්න හැකි energy ගත්තොත් up to a fifth ගන්න පුළුවන්. The heat would keep regenerating indefinitely. නැවත නැවත use කරන්න පුළුවන්. So much better if you can go for the sea. මොකද මේකේ බැලූ බැල්මටම detailed description එකක් නෝනේ. Yes. So when we check the answers, we see results. So usually that's how the single answer types question are working. We can try another one like innovation. This one also, right? So first read the question. What is the writer's main point about innovation? Writer's main point එක මොකක්ද with regard to innovation? Yes, Tanoja, thank you. Very good. Yeah, writer's main point. So quickly options again. Many new products fail to interest consumers. සාමාන්‍යයෙන් බැලු බැලමට ඉතින් එහෙම වෙන්නම බෑ. Many new products fail to interest consumers. People tend to think that new technology device is an act of genius, something that has required vision and insight to create and then develop into marketable product. The fact that the innovations are already out there in the public domain, some forms they take. All nations use points suitably adapted. One expert called loose long nose approach to innovation. So, කතාවක් ඇත්තම නෑ. Many products fail to interest consumers කතාවක් කොතනකවත් නෑ. අපි බලමු Dini are not always based on new ideas. People tend to think that new technology or device is an act of genius, something that and then to develop into marketable product. That is the out there. Some forms to evolve from notions that have been around for years but until that point would be adapted. One expert calls this long nose approach innovation. Products are not always based on new ideas. New idea එකක් නෙවෙයි. Actually, often already out there. In fact, that innovation. Yeah, some form or another. They tend to evolve from notions of years and they had not before to be. Creators of new products require a unique set of skills. Yes, unique sets of skills කතාව කොතනකවත් තිබ්බද? Yes. Suitably adapted, one expert calls innovation where new concepts come into world slowly, gradually revealing all they have to offer. Yes, new set of people tend to think in technology act of genius required, create and then develop a know. See එක ගොඩක් දුරටම නෑනේ creators new product require a unique set of skills. New products are easy to distinguish from old ones. බලන්න දෙයක්වත් නෑනේ. New products are easy to distinguish from old ones. එහෙම කතාවක් කොතනකවත් කියලා නෑ. New products ගැන innovations ගැන ගොඩාක් දුරටම new products are not always based on new ideas. The fact that innovations were often already out there. ඒකම තිබ්බා නැතු අලුත් idea එකක්වත් නෙවෙයි. Yes, the answer is actually B because you need to decide from the given detail, given information, no need to think new things. අලුත් product එකක් හැමතිස්සෙම අලුත් අදහසක් වෙන්නම අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. Yes, so that's how the activities are going. On the next day, we'll do some practice sessions related to the multiple choice answers also. So thank you very much for joining with us today.